All the detail in this is really nice. I like it. I just like looking around and examining things. It's fun. It's finally time. And you're actually wearing that. I like it. Are you nervous, Kiro? You shake your head just as a familiar silhouette steps out from behind some machinery. And I like this too. Ah, welcome to my den. It took a little extra work to get your suit up and running. Yeah? Oh, we got a clunker, didn't we? Uh-huh. Seems there were a few problems with some of the more crucial parts, but I managed to make them work anyway. You share a look with Shi and his mic and Akiko around the corner. Random inconveniences sure seem to be an ongoing theme around here. Kariko raises a brow curiously. Do you have something to share with the class, Takiro? No, it's fine. I'm ready for whatever comes next. If you've used the training pod before, you'll basically be doing the same thing here, but without further ado, she pulls out a tablet and swipes her fingers across it. In response, the grinding of heavy machinery rattles your teeth. Girders and platforms shift about, and a half-built suit moves aside to reveal. Oh, hello. It's just a gun. Oh, I actually didn't notice that before. It is just like a fucking high-powered rifle built on top of it. It's a gun blade. It's a fucking gun blade. Holy crap, is that thing mine? It's a beast. I certainly feel a little more confident about today's outcome now. Well done, Kariko. It certainly doesn't look like you performed a rush job on it. The mechanic scoffs, looking proud of herself. Well, of course. The question now is whether or not Takira is ready to begin. Everyone pointedly looks at you. Stumbling over words. Who's trying to take on board as my co-pilot? Akiko was kind enough, though that may have something to do with the fact that she doesn't remember from that incident. But, well, anything could happen out there. I should just choose the person I trust the most. I've already been with Shien, and I prefer her. We're going with Shien. Shien, are you ready to go to work? The scruffy redhead grins at you and lightly punches your shoulder. Absolutely. The other girl sighed disappointedly. Oh, hello. Okay, Takira, we'll go grab some seats in the arena. Jesus Christ. Good luck, you two. Good luck, those two. How are you even keeping in there? Must be from some really resilient shit. Hiko blows Shien and you a kiss, causing Redhead to fold her arms. Oh, please. We don't need luck, right? Nope, not at all. Just tons of it. I mean, I've been going the past 2 weeks without it anyway. And look at that's turned out for you. You got me as your fucking brain piece. Shien rolls her eyes before you both head to up to the scaffolding. It's not hard to find a way to climb in. You get in from the back near the core. Shien squirms past you as you're getting seated, treating you to an interesting view of her rear. Interesting sounds like, yeah, it sounds like you could have gone a little more, specific. Phew, it sure is a tight fit in here. Who in the world designed a suit that forces its opponents to climb through the back to get to the front? Well, ideally, you want the enemy to be in front of you and not in the back, but not behind you, because if they're behind you, it makes them hard to hit. So it's advantageous for the enemy to be in front of you, therefore it's more likely for you to keep them in front of you. So the door, which is probably going to be one of the least secure parts of the suit, due to the fact that it opens, is a weak point, and you want that in the back, where the enemy has a lower chance of hitting it. Kind of like with a tank, the back is his weak point. And that was a very, very drawn out way of saying, kind of like how the weak point of a tank is usually in the rear. Suits are designed so that co-pilots are situated in the more spacious front area. Though surely there are more risks of harm there? Yes. Kiriko's voice crackles in the seat of your pod right by your ear. Get comfy, you two. We're going to engage in Link now. It doesn't really feel like putting on a suit so much as it does like waking up twice. You're careful not to move around or twitch when you feel an odd sensation in your limbs. The last thing you want to do is accidentally crush some scaffolding. The moment stretches out and you feel a sensation akin to a space in your mind suddenly being filled. There's a sense of satisfaction from that headspace. Shouldn't be. I'm also in it. Shien seems comfortable at least. You open your eyes, or at least what feels like them. It's disorienting for a moment. You notice Kariko standing there with her pad to her ear. Without even a mental command, you zoom in on her. That must be Shien's job, turning my thoughts into actions. Okay, you both seem synced up, but for how long? Well, they seriously weren't kidding. You got a massive Panzer rating. Oh, please. stroke my ego. I meant to say ego more. Ready to go? As I'll ever be. No, just not much. Stepping out of the garage and into the arena brings you a unique feeling. Yes, as if I've been in a similar place before, a similar background CG. It's easy to forget this is meant to be a war, that you're going to be in real combat with someone else fighting for your respective countries. Get out of your head, Kira, we've got this. You can tell? If you worry too much, the space I have in here starts to get smaller and smaller. So ideally, the person you'd want is actually just a person who just chills out and drains any thought except for action in the moment. Oh, great. Very introspective people such as myself would be very bad in this kind of situation because you overthink everything. The other side of the arena finally opens up. Another suit steps out. What the hell? It's wobbling around. What in the world is that thing? Oh, that looks like it's fast as hell. And it's got chainsaws everywhere. That thing is all chainsaw. I'm glad you've noticed. A column descends from the roof of the arena, revealing 3 lights and starts to count down. Here we go. The ominous suit crouches down, somehow fluttering from side to side. It's a goddamn grasshopper. And it's got rocket pods. Shit. It's getting ready to come at us, or just trying to avoid falling over. It's hard to say either way. Oh, nope. It's gonna get ready to leap, and it's extending its... God, Jesus Christ. This thing is gonna be a nightmare to fight. All of your enemies' chainsaws erupt into motion, kicking up a curtain of sparks that quickly become red hot. What's our plan of action, Kira? Hurry! Okay. Charge it. If we have a shield, we could theoretically like shield bash it and use momentum against it, knock it off course. Keep our distance and snipe it. Yeah, but as fast as this thing is, keeping your distance isn't going to be easy. This thing can close gaps really quickly, looks like. And you need time to line up a shot. If it's quick enough, every shot which you're going to count, you're probably going to miss more because it has a high agility kind of thing going on. But dodging when it's close may actually be the better option here, just because as fast as this thing is, it's probably going to be very difficult for it to just stop all that momentum suddenly. So if you could get out of the way, it would potentially present you with a usable opening. So we'll go with that. Lure it in. We'll swing around and counter from behind. What? That sounds... The whirling mass of chainsaws erupts from its crouch, rushing straight at you. You take a low stance and duck around the charging suit, bringing your blade upwards to swipe. You're a moment too slow, though. The enemy clips you off balance with a slice, sending you crashing into a roll. Ah! You manage to roll to your feet, tugging a loose plate off of your knee. Damn it, we were so close. You okay, Sheehan? Sure am. We have to keep fighting. Yeah. Climb up high pipe from an open fire, cut off from its arms, trip it. Climbing up a high platform would take time. It would potentially present it with an opening if it closes in on us. That's risky. Take out some of its arms. That would be useful, but it would mean getting into a close quarters position with it where it is very fast and where it could hit us back. Tripping it just... Well, that could potentially work as a risk. It just sounds stupid. I would think cutting off some of its arms might be the most reasonable position here, because, like I said, this would... Especially if you go to... I don't know if we have, like, rocket pods to, like, fly up or something, or take, like a or I say fly, I mean, like, jump and rocket up. But if we have to climb up, like you're saying here, just suggesting climbing, literally, physically pulling yourself up onto a higher position, that could open up your back, which would not be good. Cutting off its arms, maybe I'm probably gonna pick all the wrong choices here. I overthink things. This is why I wouldn't be good in this kind of actual situation. You know what? I don't like all those chainsaws. You're reading my mind. Are you technically reading mine? You edge your way into the opponent's range, waiting for a gap in the curtain of whirling blades. You snap forward like an enraged viper, moving faster than you ever could have imagined. There's a snap and a whistle as one of the enemy's limbs is torn straight off, sending a single chainsaw spinning off. That's right, you back right up. Jeez, he's really getting into this. Seems like some solid contact is the best way to get rid of this thing now. Okay, I guess it's a hint. This is our last chance. Okay, go for a crushing blow. Is running out of steam to evade or sniperless finishes? I might go for your hand and just crush it. Let's try. Let's go. Let's give this a shot. Do you have a new plan? Well, hit it and don't stop banging against it. Got it. Brute force is the way to go, man. That's my strategy. There's nothing elegant about what you do, throwing your gunblade at it and going in, hands open. Its own weapons are batted clear by ears, allowing you to grab onto its arms and restrain the chainsaws. They squirm against your grip, but you topple it over, smashing your knee into it over and over again. Eventually, it pushes you back and sweeps a damaged blade at your head. Ha! That showed him. Careful, it might not be over yet. Here it comes. Your opponent staggers toward you before one of its legs snaps in half, sending it crashing to the ground. The whirring chainsaws grind into a miserable stop, and a klaxon sounds. We did it? Yeah, that's my reaction. We did it. What? Woo! Okay. You climb out of the pod, wincing and feeling sore. I like the damage, and I mean, I kind of feel bad because it means you probably got banged up some, but I admire the view at least, and I don't feel bad about that though. Ow, I hurt all over. I'm sorry, I know I fucked up because I'm stupid. You look up from your seat only to notice that Shien's suit is in tatters. Okay, so I was thinking about this all wrong. I was trying to think in the moment a little too literally. Again, every character has their own strengths and weaknesses. Obviously, the brute force tactics work here because I am so fucking stupid. They work because Shien is good at physical combat. If I wanted to do a more strategized thing, which would either be maybe the dodging part, but probably do more with like getting it somewhere and sniping, keeping your range. I don't know. Either one of those seems to me like it could be more of the strategic element, actually using tactics. Those would probably have gone more towards Mike or Akiko. I was thinking about this all the wrong way, and it was such a simple. Assuming that it is actually that simple, and if it is, I mean, God, I'm bad at this. You look. You look up from your seat, only to notice that Shien's suit is in tatters. We won, and I got a nice view of Shien's bomb. What a day! You asshole! I know I made the same remark, but at least I followed it up with I feel bad for that. I mean, I do feel guilty for like, oh look, skin. I mean, yeah, but something had to happen that was abrasive enough to actually tear through her suit. That means it was painful. Interesting choice on attire you have there. She blushes, stumping on the shoulder. Ow. You both look at each other and burst out laughing. Are you alright? I've been better. I could seriously use a hot shower and a good meal. I could join you for one or both of those. You give her a warm smile. Right, let's get going then. Ha! We did it! Are you surprised, Kiro? I'm extraordinarily surprised, yes. You sag back against the wall, tired. The rest of the girls said they'd leave you two in peace after the battle. I'm trying not to be. She gives a grin and flops into a chair, slowly stretching. So, what now? You glance at your cupboards, considering the options. She did seem interested in the snacks. I've got snacks. Want something to munch on? Shien perks up. That doesn't look perked up, though. She had kitty ears, they'd surely be standing at attention right now. Well, I don't know, Kira. I'm on a diet after all. Gotta stay in shape for all this deadly combat. You rummage through your cupboards, and the familiar rustle of plastic as Shien leaning in a chair. Wasn't it her? I could have sworn it was her earlier mentioning something about being disappointed that snacks have been hidden or something. I don't know. But you pull out a massive bag of rice, crackers, cookies, and candies. I forgot what I was saying. I get the feeling that you're a big snack person. Shien harumps, folding in her arms. It's rude to tease a lady, you know, Kiro? Didn't your mother teach you any manners? You fetch a couple of bowls and place the bags on the table. They barely leave your hands before Shien's desperately opening up a packet of cookies. Tasty, tasty. If I say anything about it, I'm pretty sure I'll wake up with a concussion. Best to not comment at all. Apparently, he sweeps me out Shien's sweet side. You consider grabbing a couple of beers, but instead opt for making tea. Hard to break the habit after so many years. Yeah, but after a battle, I mean, honestly, I think I prefer a nice cold beer just to relax. I want to eat more, but I know I shouldn't. The redhead frowns at you as though it's your fault that she feels that way. She already ate the most of it. Jeez, I like a little more is going to make a difference. It's your decision, Shion. I'm just glad to be able to take a break. I imagine that tomorrow's not going to be nearly as relaxing. You really think so? Okay, well, not for me at least, but I'm made of tough stuff. I'll survive. You smirk and she thumps you on the shoulder, hard enough to shake the camera. Ouch! You're so tough and strong, Kiro. A real manly man. Sure. Not as tough as you, though, right? Shion pauses, nibbling on a cracker and looking straight at you. After a few seconds, she speaks up again. I don't come off as a brute, do I? Overthinking things, here we go. Of course not. That would seem to be the sensible thing, because brute isn't necessarily ever considered a compliment. Then again, well, not really. It could like me saying, well, I think you're weak, or get safe route. Of course not. Of course not, Shion. You're strong. That doesn't mean you're not some kind of thug. She blushes and finishes what she was eating. But the others also have, you know... She makes a motion in the air over her chest, cupping her hands ways out. I really don't fucking care, honestly. I don't. I appreciate old shapes and sizes equally. To be honest, I don't think a large chest would suit your look. Don't worry about it. You're fine as you are. The girl beams at you and finishes her tea, leaning over and pecking you on the cheek. Thanks, Kiro. It was pretty nice hearing that. Anytime. I'll be happy to talk about any part of you anytime you'd like. Don't worry. You give her a smile, your cheek tingling where her lips are pressed against. Sadly, I need to get some sleep now. Could always start in the morning. Very sensible of you. I'd expect nothing less. The redhead gets up from the table, pausing to pluck up one last snack, and winks at you before slipping out of the door. You lock up, clean up, and let the exhaustion of the day settle onto your shoulders. This war thing is hard freaking work. But it's not so bad when there's a reward to come home to. You press your hand against your cheek, smirking slyly. Ugh, went over my brain. And on that note, I think on the episode here, because it's gone on way too much long. I need to start keeping track of these if I'm going to continue making videos, because I've just been recording them, and then at some point I just go, oh, I should probably stop it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed playing the game, and I'll see you in the next episode.